Hi crafty friends! In today's video, I'm sharing a step-by-step tutorial for creating a decorative pocket letter. So a little pocket mail inspiration for you. This tutorial will share how to decorate your layout, but I'm not going to be showing like the letter writing part or the goodies being included. I have another tutorial for that, which I did recently, and you can check that out if you need more guidance on how to pack your pocket letter. Now to start, I'm using a 12 by 12 paper pad and I'm going to cut down one of these like beautiful sheets here. I'm going to cut that down to 9 cards, and each card measures 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and that is a standard size of an ATC card. Now, once I have my 9 cards all cut out, it's time to lay them out in the order that I think they should go. And I try to balance out the colors and the patterns throughout, as it's going to help me with the elements that are going to go on top once I start layering. Now, because I picked this bold floral, bold floral pattern, it's gorgeous, but it has a lot of colors to play with, and that's really what drew me to it because it has some teal throughout, some grays, some white, some peach and pink and blacks, and I think it's going to make this so much easier to find those exact colors in my stash. So like the die cuts that I'm going to use, the ephemera I'm going to use to layer on top of these base cards, it's going to make everything so much easier to decorate because I have so many color options to play with and pull from. And I hope that makes sense. But really, I think that the base layer sets the tone for your whole layout. So this is a crucial part for me. And as you can see, I also picked out a pattern that was more muted and neutral, and it has a nice grid pattern, which is one of my favorite patterns ever. I love grids and graph paper. So yeah, now the fun part is pulling out tags, ephemera, die cuts, sticky notes, and sentiments from my stash and auditioning them. I'm finding them a place, a home on one of these cards, and I'm just placing them roughly where I think they should go. Once I glue everything down, then it might change. Like I might pull out some of the, pieces that I picked originally. But yeah, for now, I'm just pulling items that I think might go well together. Think of it like a huddle. They're hanging out on a card for a bit until the glue comes in and makes it official. Now, this is your chance to really experiment and try things out. So maybe you want to try a little pattern mixing or adding a bold sorry, I never know how to say that word, complementary color. But now's your chance to see if it works. So in this little huddle pile, nothing's permanent. So yeah, pull things out that you think might go, or maybe the things that you don't, maybe you're like, I don't know, but let me try it. Now's your chance to experiment and try stuff out and have fun. You're going to see me put things on the base cards that are way bigger than ATC size, but no worries, I'm going to trim things down to make sure everything fits at the end. And I'm also trying to balance things out. So if I put a solid black frame at the top, I'm going to balance that out by adding some solid black to the lower cards. So you'll see me so like for example, I added the delicate black doilies to balance out that solid black frame at the top center. And that's really all I try to do with these layouts from this point, is to just balance out my colors and my patterns, and just so everything, and it's not symmetrical, it's just more of a balance, if that makes sense. One thing I noticed that I use a lot in my PL layouts is sticky notes. I have so many cute sticky notes that I've collected through the years, and these are always smaller than ATC size, so they fit. And it's really fun to incorporate those types of things into my layouts, into my design. And then I can also grab a little sampling of the sticky notes to include as a goodie for my pen pal, which I think is would be like appreciated because it's like, oh, the sticky note is on the front, like as a decorative element, but it's also, I get some sticky notes to use in my planner. Like, how cool was that? If you have trouble with color mixing, one good thing to remember is to use neutrals. So I know black and white and gray are going to go good with this, as well as like craft colored like tan. So for example, that hello sentiment that I added in the center. You can also get away with adding some gold or silver accents, so you'll see me add a little gold here and there. I feel like it's been a while since I did a giveaway, so I'll be giving away 3 postcards with the official Pocket Letters brand logo. So leave a comment that says, I love this snail mail tutorial to be entered. It's open internationally, and this giveaway will close 1 week from published date. So good luck. Also, I should mention that winners have been notified. So, for all of the giveaways up to this point, winners have been notified, and I've sent away almost all of the prizes, but I still have unclaimed prizes. So, like, I'm not really sure what to do, like, if I should hold off longer. I'm not sure what to do there, or just give them away to someone else. I'm not sure. But anyway, yes, enter to, yeah, just enter for a postcard. I'm going to be picking 3 winners. Thank you. And then for glue, I recommend a liquid adhesive with a long tip so that it's easy to apply and get behind the layers that way. Because once I get my layers in a place that I like this is how I want my layers, I have a death grip on every single layer so that it doesn't budge. So I end up using a little liquid adhesive at times to just add a little dot behind each layer, enough to hold them in place how I want them. Or I'll use my trusty Tim Holtz tiny attacher, which I use to secure my layers in place. And then sometimes I'll glue a tiny piece of confetti to cover the tiny attacher staple. If I haven't mentioned it before, if you do pen pal mail or junk journaling, you need a tiny attacher. It's just the perfect, like, I don't know, it's the perfect size. The staple is a perfect size. I think there's even gold staples, or you can also spray paint the staples too, if you don't like the metallic color. But yeah, definitely recommend that. And something else that I think is a craft staple, no pun intended, um, every crafter should have some foliage dyes or some like greenery, some leafy dyes. The amount of times that I've been able to add leaves or leafy sprigs in my layering, like it's countless. They go with everything, and they're so nice when you die cut them from black or white or even vellum. They're super fancy when you die cut them from vellum. But yeah, I'll link a set that's on my wish list so you can see what I mean. I say this every time, but I really need to restock my vellum. I was organizing my craft stash a bit, and I actually have a video of that coming soon, but I was able to take inventory of what I have and need, and vellum is on the top of that list of things that I need. I have like so many things that I want to die cut from vellum. I also want to do some heat embossing in gold, like stamp the vellum with a sentiment and then heat emboss that with some gold powder, which reminds me then I would need a craft tool. I don't have, sorry, a heat tool. I don't have a heat tool. So that's also on my list. Oh my gosh, please share with me what's on the top of like your craft supply need list. It's probably like adhesive or maybe paper, or maybe it's a craft tool like a heat tool or a stamping pad. I would really like a stamping pad, that'd be cool too. But yeah, let me know what all your crafty wish list items are. I would love to know. I don't know about you, but I cannot finish a pocket letter in one sitting. This video, I know this like fully edited video is short. It's like around 10 minutes, right? But in real time, this video was an hour, and it takes me at least 2 sessions to complete one layout. And if I was planning on mailing this out with like goodies and writing out my letter and maybe adding some like cute packaging, that would be another like 30 minutes easy. So it's very laborious to complete one of these letters from start to finish, and it's really a labor of love. The bottom two outside cards still need a little bit of work, a few more die cuts, but I'm really going to have to end the video here. I hope you got some ideas for your pocket mail, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to enter that giveaway, and it's only for subscribers, but I will have the full details on how to enter in the video description, as well as some, like I mentioned, the tiny attacher and all of that, and the foliage die, so I'm going to include that in the video description. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.